Good afternoon, this is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jarrod Horak, and this is our video feature race of the week. Actually, we're going to look at 3 Grade 1 races from Arlington Park this week, the Beverly D and the Secretariat and the Arlington Million. Let's start with the Secretariat. It's the 8th race on the card for Saturday, August 15th. This race is for 3-year-olds, and they're going to be going 10 furlongs on the turf course. Closing bell, the inside post. He's going to be trying to come from off the pace. He ended up 4th in the Belmont Derby. There doesn't seem to be a lot of pace in here to help his cause. Force the Pass is number 2, 2-1 morning line. He's got some good tactical speed. He's very consistent. 6 career starts, 4 wins in 2 seconds. He won the Belmont Derby. He won the Penn Mile. He is facing some tougher European company in here. We'll have to see how the U.S. runners will stack up with them. One of the Europeans coming in from Italy, number 3, Goldstream, 9-2 morning line, 5 for 5 lifetime. He's probably going to be facing some better company too, but obviously he's done nothing wrong, and we'll have to see how he runs here. 9-2 morning line. Maybe you'll get that kind of price on him if you like him. Obviously he's done nothing wrong. There's no knocks on this one. Crittenden is the next one. I liked him last time out in the American Derby. He's 12-1 this time. He has some positional speed. I thought he was a good second in the American Derby. There wasn't any pace. He just missed. It was a good effort. He's improving. His works are looking good. But again, he's facing much better than he ever has. And we'll see if he can get it done. If you're playing pick 4s and bets like that, I'd throw him in. And even in the trifecta, maybe throw him underneath because he is improving. Granny's Kitten is next at 10-1 morning line. This one was 3rd in the Penn Mile, 8th in the Belmont Derby. Maybe he doesn't want to quite go this far. Has good connections. Chad Brown, Irad Ortiz Jr. is going to ride, one of the better turf riders in the country. Highland Reel is number 6. This one coming in from overseas. He won a Group 3 on July 29th, excuse me. That was at 12 furlongs. I think he likes good turf, and I think he's going to like the firmer the better. On good turf overseas, he had 5 starts with 3 wins and a second. And a lot of times, the Europeans, they like the softer turf, but I think this one likes it firmer, and he probably will like the Arlington turf course. War Dispatch rounds out the field. He's 4-1 morning line. Now go back to May 31st. In France in a Group 1, Highland Reel, number 6, ran 2nd in that race. 1 3/4 lengths behind that one was number 7 in here, War's Dispatch. So he ran well with a horse that's a solid contender in here in that overseas race. He's bred for, I think he's bred to run well in the U.S. War Front is the sire, Unbridled Song, the dam sire. So I think he can end up running a good race in here. And I actually like the 2 outside horses. My suggested wager in here, we're just going to make a $5 exacta box with Highland Reel and War Dispatch. That's the 6 and 7. Let's go to the 9th race from Arlington Park, the Grade 1 Beverly D. For fillies and mares, 9.5 furlongs on the turf course. Some of the contenders in here, number 3, Stephanie's Kitten, 7-2 morning line. She was 2nd in the 2014 Beverly D, but she's lost her best form lately. She just doesn't seem to be as good as she used to be. She might take a bit too much action. I'll try to beat her in here. Now, Euro Charlene, number 8, 5-2 morning line. She won this race in 2014. She's only run 2 times since then. And last time she ran a decent second. She's lost both of those starts since the Beverly D, but she was a good second last time, and they seem to have her in decent form heading into this race, but it's still a question of whether she's still as good as she was when she won this one last year. Wedding Val at 4-1 morning line for trainer Aidan O'Brien. Only has 1 lifetime win from 7 starts on turf with 3 seconds and a third. But that was a Group 2 win for that victory, and then she was 2nd in a Group 1 on August 1st last time. She's coming back fairly quickly, but Aidan O'Brien's known for that. When he brings horses over here, they're not as fresh as some of the horses. I like to play the fresher horses, but he does have success with horses coming back quickly when he brings them to the U.S. Number 10, Secret Gesture, 9-2 morning line. She ran in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf last year. She ended up finishing 5th, only beaten 2 lengths in that race. She won a Group 2 on May 14th. She was 4th in a Group 1 on June 28th. She's pretty fresh in here. Jamie Spencer's going to ride. As I said, I like to play the fresh Europeans. I liked her in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf last year. I mean the Filly and Mare Turf, excuse me. I like her in here as well. At 9-2, we're going to make a $20 win wager on number 10, Secret Gesture, and that's our wager for the Beverly D. We'll jump down to the Arlington Million now. Grade 1 race, 3 and up, 10 furlongs on the turf course. Number 2, Slumber looks like a solid contender in here at 7-2. They put blinkers on the last couple of starts. He won the Grade 1 Manhattan. He was second in the Grade 1 United Nations. 10 furlongs on turf. He has 9 starts, 5 wins, 2 seconds, and a third. Likes this distance. He's sharp. He's certainly improved with blinkers, and he's a big threat. Big Blue Kitten at 3-1 morning line looks like a contender as well. Was second behind Slumber in the Manhattan, and then beat that one in the United Nations. The only difference between, I think, these two runners may be the distance. As I said, Slumber likes this distance, but Big Blue Kitten, only 2 starts at this 10 furlong distance. No wins, 1 second place finish. So might be a little bit short for Big Blue Kitten, but should try to get involved late. The Pizza Man at 10-1 morning line. He's cross-entered in the American St. Ledger, a race he won last year, but they want to run him in the Arlington Million this year. He loves that Arlington turf course. 12 starts, 9 wins, a second and a third. So he certainly likes this turf course. This is where he does his best work. He's in good form again this year, and he's going to be a threat. He's offering value. If you like the local angle, certainly he's going to offer a lot of value. Number 11, Maverick Wave at 8-1 morning line from overseas for trainer John Gosden. John Gosden used to be a trainer in Southern California. And then after that, he ended up going overseas, and he's had a lot of success over the years overseas and bringing horses to the U.S. from overseas. This one's fresh. He has 6 starts, 2 wins, and 2 seconds on turf. He won a Group 3 on May 7th. Don't know how he quite classes up, but I certainly I think that John Gosden wouldn't bring him here unless he thought that he could run a good race, and I think he's a threat. I think that the best U.S. threat is number 2, Slumber. The best overseas threat, number 11, Maverick Wave, and that's where we're going to play our exacta box. We're going to box Slumber and Maverick Wave in the Arlington Million. So that's the wagers for the 3 big Grade 1 races on Arlington Million Day. You can follow Horse Racing Nation and Derby Wars on Twitter. You can like us on Facebook. For DerbyWars.com for Saturday, August 15th, we have a big $25,000 game. I'm sure we're going to be using Arlington Park, Saratoga, obviously, and Del Mar, our big tracks this summer. There's going to be no video next week on Saturday, August 22nd. But we'll be back with our next video race of the week, and that'll be on August 29th. That'll wrap up this week's video. Until a couple weeks, good luck at the races.